we're going to go and talk about why you think Tommy Rees was a good fit as the offensive coordinator for Kevin Stefanski. So the first thing we have, power run game with play action off it. Take us through what you see here.
Well, you're going to see, right, it's just a counter, right? You're going to see guards, Browns do this all the time. We're going to pull the backside guard and wing or tailback or H-back. Then you're going to see play action off it where a gap pass, where they're going to pull that opposite tight end or they're going to pull a guard on a trap pass, but very powerful run game. Again, you're going to see the right guard and the wing pull on a counter. This is something Kevin Stefanski's run for years. And what I think is important is that it tells you that Kevin Stefanski has the keys back to the offense. He's going to be able to do what he wants to do. This is kind of who I thought they would get, not necessarily Tommy Rees, but when they went and got Dorsey, it told me that they were making a move towards more of the spread. This tells me they're going back to what Kevin Stefanski does very well. And for me, that's all about not what they're running, but how they can fix it. Because everybody can run everything. You got to be able to fix stuff. And obviously now, with Tommy Rees having the same philosophy, with the power run game, and the play action off that power run game, he'll be able to help Stefanski. He'll be able to see what Stefanski sees. I wouldn't be shocked if he's on the phones with him during a game. This is a very good pickup in terms of philosophy. They both want to establish that run, which I think is so important in Northeast Ohio.
And again, he was the offensive coordinator at Alabama and at Notre Dame, and both those teams ran the ball really effectively. All right, number two on the things that you can expect and why Rees fits. Use of tight ends, formation, and play flexibility. Take us through those.
Well, you see the first one here, the fullback's he's actually going to bluff the defensive end. So there's a bunch of different ways to do it, and this is what Tommy Rees does really well. Tommy Rees is going to adjust his style, but he's also going to adapt to the players he has. So this would be good for what the Browns want to do, right? So the backside end, that 45 who goes in motion, normally he would block that end, and that's called a split zone. Now, they can leave that end unblocked, and they can run zone read, or they can do what they do here where they bluff him. So you'll see 45, he's going to bluff him, and then he's going to go to the flat. So now Jalen Monroe has multiple options. Same thing. Now, with the Browns and what Kevin Stefanski likes to do, and depending they have at quarterback, they can do all those things. And what it tells you is that he is flexible within his scheme, and the tight ends mean a lot. 12 personnel, 13 personnel, creating the matchups they like. That's all very, very important for what the Browns want to do moving forward, going back to what Kevin Stefanski's been good at.
All right, and the third point that we're going to look at, why Rees good hire for offensive coordinator for Kevin Stefanski's system, movement to create angles for offensive line and eye candy for the linebackers and secondary.
We're going to see right here. So this is a great example of what eye candy does. This is simply just a split zone, but when you watch the linebackers, you're going to watch the linebackers slide with motion with number 17. This is just a split zone. Now, it kind of covers a lot of things, what makes sense why he's with Stefanski. You're going to see big double teams. He worked under Nick Saban. This is the clips you all have are from, it's all from 2023. So you're going to see the big double teams. You're going to see the physicality at the point of attack. You're going to see offensive linemen get up to the second level. Things that Kevin Stefanski has done in his tenure with Cleveland and done it at a very high level with Nick Chubb and all his other backs. So again, a guy who understands his scheme and can tell them what's wrong, how to fix it, what they need to do. And again, this eye candy is what we kind of thought we were going to get from Dorsey, which we didn't. Now you're going to get this from Tommy Rees. Tommy Rees is going to run these base power plays, but he's going to try to get the eyes of the second level off, just like he does here, and it creates these big running lanes.